The reason that I want to do these videos, as mentioned previously, is because it's a great way for me to communicate with you and tell you about what's going on with me, but also for me to remember what I did, because it's really easy for me to forget that stuff. And I imagine you have the same problem, so maybe you should do these videos too. Okay, so the first thing that I want to talk about is unrealistic expectations and manifesting, which I believe in, but you gotta do it right. And I did it wrong in March. So because I really enjoyed doing the video about February, I was like, what if I write my March video in the beginning of March from the perspective of who I'll be in April? Great, right? So I was like, I'm gonna write down all the stuff I wanna get accomplished by April. It was a great list. Who could do all of that in a month? For me, the biggest thing that I learned in March is that there are things out of my control that stop me from doing everything I want to do. And those aren't always external forces, unfortunately. Sometimes it's me. I realize that I am a person and that not a robot, and that I can't always be 100% every day, even if I'm sober, even if I'm eating well, even if I'm sleeping, even if I'm doing yoga and all the things those self-care Nazis tell us we have to do in order to be whole people or whatever. So now that I've told you that really important thing that I think could not be not said, because I'm speaking English at a high level today, I want to talk about the good stuff and the travel stuff that I did. I went traveling this month very rarely. I mostly stayed in Chiang Mai to work. However, I did get to go to Doi Ethanan. I did a whole day trip there, and it was really nice because the air quality of where we went was much better than in Chiang Mai, where it had gotten really gross and smoggy. A banana leaf makes this noise. The view, the temples were really gorgeous. My one complaint about this tour is they didn't give us enough time there. I didn't even have time to go and pray in the temples, which I think is kind of the whole point. Going to a temple, acknowledging the religious aspect of it, not just being like, oh, that's a pretty building, I'm gonna take a picture of it for Instagram. So I would have liked to have had more time there. What I didn't know we were gonna do on the tour that I thought was super awesome was that we walked through a coffee field, and then we got to taste Vietnamese coffee. I'm sorry, we got to taste Thai coffee, and it was actually really good. So that was something I didn't anticipate. And it was a welcome surprise. Likewise, I was really appreciative of the fact that on the tour they gave us a whole vegan meal. One thing I did that was really nice for myself is I moved into a massive apartment. That's where I teach English. This is my bed, and this is outside. This bed is seriously so hard. Listen. This is my shower. It is a shower. Very, very dark room is my living room. I went shopping recently. These are my shoes, my Japanese book. Yay! I have a kitchen. I'm trying to recycle my plastic bottles so I'm not a bad person. A toilet! Makeup. Oops, I'm a girl. So I started reading this book on polyamory and how our society has changed because of agriculture. Not only our relationships with each other, but also our relationships with the natural world. And it's really mind-blowing, and it's made me realize how much I'm conditioned to see my sexuality and myself in a negative light being a woman, and how much the Judeo-Christian religions have really influenced the way we all think about our bodies and ourselves, and just what's possible with love and sex. One day I went around and looked at temples. It was about 2 months after I arrived in Chiang Mai, and it was really wonderful. It was on a day where I decided that I wanted to do whatever the hell I wanted, and I documented this on Instagram. I started off by eating a burger at my favorite restaurant, and then walking around Old City and exploring, because when you're a digital nomad, you don't really do some of the tourist stuff at first. So when my friends left in the beginning of March, I had the opportunity to say to myself, you could wait for the next meetup to be started, or you could start one yourself. So I did 2 vegan meetups in March. One of them was really cool. We went out to dinner and we went swing dancing. And I was like, you know, I should continue doing this. Like, there's no reason to complain about things not going on. You can make something go on. At the end of the month, before moving on to Vietnam, I went to Bangkok, which I was not excited about doing. I went on the night train. I'm still in Chiang Mai, but I'm in the Chiang Mai train station. And I am leaving for Bangkok. So this is the train. And then this one pulls out as well. It's quite small. There's all these suitcases. And yep, 6 a.m. now. We're going to be in Bangkok soon. Will I take the night train again? Well, let's just say this. Being woken up at 4 a.m. by a bunch of loud French tourists probably didn't really help me enjoy this experience. But that was the only negative thing. From there on, Bangkok was great. I had a wonderful time meeting new people. I met people while I was just walking down the street. I met these two guys from Germany, and we spent a lot of the day together. We went to this hole-in-the-wall vegan restaurant because we were really hot, and we tried to do like temples and sightseeing stuff, but it was like unbearably hot. It was some of the best Indian food I have ever had. It was delicious. It was totally unassuming. You'd look at it and be like, no thanks. The other thing that we did, which is an essential Bangkok thing, is that we went to a famous rooftop bar and had fancy cocktails. And then I made another meetup the following night and met up with more friends, and we had this really, really delicious dinner. And the picture here of this chicken that I ate was definitely the best meal that I had in Thailand altogether. That's the basic updates, but I want to say that March was the second month that I had in Thailand. And Thailand is a popular country for travelers and long-term travelers, especially, for a damn reason. It is a wonderful place to live. The people are so friendly. It is the land of smiles. So it has a way of making you feel safe, even when what you're dealing with feels very unsafe. So that's why a lot of people who are going through hard times end up in Chiang Mai, because it's a place where they can recover. Not only because there are tons of Buddhist meditation, Buddhist retreats and things like that. There's a lot of that. But you don't have to even participate in any of that to feel the benefits of, dealing with your crap. Just the people that you run into in Chiang Mai are just so much more open and honest than people you're going to be running into in other places. So if you are somebody who, not only loves the beach and likes nice people, but also wants to go somewhere where you feel that you can just really be yourself, I think that you should give Thailand a try. Actually, I think that I will do a Thailand video separate from this video on a later date, talking more about this stuff. But in the meantime, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope I didn't bum you out too much. Don't worry, I'm not bummed out. I'm very happy to talk about this stuff. All right, I will talk to you soon. Bye.